Sometimes we need to use more than one select statement to get the information we want. We can't always set up a where clause in a statement otherwise. Using a secondary select statement is called a subquery or subselect, and it helps us to narrow down or zero in on a specific set of data to use in a larger query. Let's get a listing of all of the people in our database who achieved the highest score on our quiz. It may make sense to write select first name, last name, quiz points, where quiz points equals max quiz points. But when I run that, I have an error, a misuse of aggregate function max. This function, like the other aggregate functions min, average, and so on, need to be part of a select clause in order to work. So instead of just max here, I'll remove that for now. And inside of parentheses, to keep it separate, I'll write a new select statement. Select max quiz points from people. This statement will give us back one value, the highest number in the quiz points column. And then in our outer select statement, we'll have one value to look for in the where clause. There we go. Of course, we could write this statement to just look for people where the quiz points equal 100, but using a secondary select statement lets us not have to know what specific values are in the data. That makes the statement portable, maybe for another quiz that goes up to 200 points instead of just 100. We wouldn't want to have the wrong value in there and assume that 100 will always be correct. We can also use a subquery to use information from one table to inform a search on another table. Let's say you want to find all of the participants from Minnesota, but you can never remember what the state abbreviation for Minnesota is. Is it MI, MA, MN? There's so many that are so similar. Instead of specifying a state abbreviation, let's look up the name Minnesota in the states table, get its abbreviation, and then use that to look up people. To do that, I'll write select star from people, where state equals, and a set of parentheses for my subquery, select state abbreviation from states, where state name equals Minnesota. I'll be careful to double check my parentheses here. Oh, I've got an extra one. And I'll run that. There we go. Without knowing the exact value for the state abbreviation, which is MN, we used a subquery to look it up first, and then we used that result to get what we needed.